Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is the Walking Dead Deluxe number 25, the start of a brand new arc for the series, and it's a pretty solid issue. It's an interesting one that's starting to set some things up, and I'm really liking not just the story, but a lot of the extras here. So it's written by Robert Kirkman, art by Charlie Adlard, colored by Dave McCaig, lettering by Rus Wooton. So the Walking Dead Deluxe is a reprint of the original Walking Dead, except a little bit different. This is in color. The original was in black and white, and this also has the notes from Robert Kirkman, who then who goes over those notes and kind of explains things a little bit, which is actually really cool. We also get some new letters every so often in the issues of people who are like coming into the Deluxe series. So yeah, this is as I said, a start of a new arc. We kind of have a new direction in that Rick is no longer the Rictatorship. This is a group of decision makers now. And they decide to use this issue to kind of explore the prison that they're in. And, this is one that, like, calms things down a little bit. It gets into kind of the planning. So they're going over supplies. They're thinking about the generator. It's a bit more about those relationships. I think a lot of people will probably sit there and be like, oh, it's a boring issue. But it's an issue that's all about that setup. We have Carol giving creepy vibes. In this, we've got the discovery of the riot gear, which, plays in so much in future issues. And then, of course, there's that ending. It's a really kind of a twist surprise ending. And I think what's actually really cool is that Kirkman gives the genesis of that ending. In his back matter, he goes over how he came about that, and there originally was a very different ending to that. And I think the even cooler was he gives some insight into that he was going to do some totally different things with the arc, period. There was actually some really surprising things. I think it would have been a fascinating thing to see what he would have done if he went with his original idea for the series as a whole. So I think that extra stuff is actually really what puts the issue over the top. Like, it's a good issue. I mean, Walking Dead, I love the series. I love the fact that it's able to just build off of these characters so well and their interactions and really focus on the world building. And I mean the world building of, like, literally building a world in an apocalypse. And I think it just does an excellent job of that. But, to be able to get this extra stuff and get some ideas as to, like, the thought process into all this and maybe different directions this might have gone in, I think it's really cool and such a fun direction to, a fun thing to add and allow us to think about the possibilities of where the series could have gone. The art, I think, it's in its own at this point. Like, it really starts to own what it is. The coloring too, I think, is kind of in lockdown at this point. We don't see the obviously the evolution of Adlard. I'm sure it's going to change over time, as the series progresses even further. But, like, I think we're kind of locked into style. It's no longer kind of that genesis from the previous artist to this style. There was a little bit of a gap, we'll say, little bit of a transition. But I think everything's, like, really clicking and it's going full speed. And the other great on this is, like, this is the calm before the storm in many ways. Like, and I think Kirkman overdoes that a little bit. Like, you can almost predict the ups and downs and when things were going to happen in the series. But, like, this is kind of when he starts getting to that groove and really starting to rock things. Up to this point, people were just getting whacked left and right in so many different issues. This is where, like, I think we start getting that wave of go a couple issues and then all hell breaks loose, and go a couple issues and all hell breaks loose. So we'll see. We'll see if this is what I remember or if I'm wrong about this. I think this is about when I started picking up single issues, but I could be wrong. Might have been earlier. As always, like, if you are into The Walking Dead, this is really cool to pick up. If you're new to the series, you get to experience it issue by issue. If you are a longtime fan, there's some great extras. It's really fun to go back and reread this. Check it out. Like, definitely check it out. I think it's just really fun. Out in comic shops now, you can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links as well. There'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. And just watching us support us, so thank you for that. If you're in The Walking Dead, if you're into The Walking Dead, if you're in The Walking Dead, you might want to go get that looked at. If you're into The Walking Dead, if you're into comics, image skybound. Check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.